Welcome back to TFDIRECT. This is Mike, and I'm coming at you with another video. This is the week in review of news as I scour the internet and the interwebs and all kinds of great things to see what's going on out there and bring you some news every week. So let's get right into it. So Make Toys is releasing some color pictures of the cone heads. So this one's the Dirge here, and he's looking pretty good. I gotta tell you though, I don't feel as impressed by this as I did with Starscream, so maybe these are just earlier shots. This doesn't have the same finish that Starscream did. I don't know, is that just me? But these are up for pre-order everywhere. I mean, I still think it looks good, and probably better than what Takara's got going on. But I think that it's got to get a little bit something extra to it. So for those of you who missed out on Transform Element, the first run, the second run is out and about and shipping. People have been receiving them in my area and talking about them, and it's got a new head sculpt and still looks amazing. I mean, it's still my centerpiece figure in my collection. So if you want to get it, you could get one at TFDIRECT. I will have a link down below for you. But yeah, definitely a good figure. For me, it's a stand-in until MP44. But just a heads up before they sell out again. So the next thing I want to talk about is this transform and roll out. The company is like Banana Company or whatever. Anyway, this is an RID version of Optimus Prime. Got armor and stuff with it. There's also an Ultra Magnus. Now I'm not so into these guys. Like I'm not into the lore behind them, but they are really cool looking, and I think they're gonna be really big. So interesting to see a little more information on this. Is Banana Force makes the Ultra Magnus here, and I've never heard of them, so that's something new to me. Next, I want to talk about something that's a little odd: Cyberverse. And the Cyberverse Gnaw or Sharkticon, a little more information came out about it and the packaging images and better images, but it is pretty much a KO oversized version of their smaller one, but the Legends, but it has like an action feature. Now there's a couple of others. Now Alpha Trion I'm looking forward to. So there's two Cyberverse I'm looking forward to. I've never bought a Cyberverse before, so this will be my first, and I'm looking forward to it. Now I really like what they did with the Legends one, and I'm just thinking if we can do the same thing here, that'd be outstanding. So right in line with that, we have TFDIRECT also is carrying right now the 3-pack of the, I think it's Mechfanstoys that made these. Now these are basically KOs of Hasbro's Legends, and they're the same size as Legends, and you get a set of 3 of these for $40, and that 3 for $40 is a pretty good price, but this is like an different paint scheme, upgraded paint scheme. I think it looked pretty cool. Next, I want to talk about these New Age Datsun brothers. Now these are Legend scale Datsun brothers, and they look good. And one of the things I want to point out here is how they can, the feet clean up pretty well. The backs don't, but the front do. And they're doing some interesting stuff with Legend size. And I'm starting to wonder, do you think any of these will get KO oversized? Or however you want to call it, the company's just upsize them to Masterpiece scale. Are there any Legends out there that would hold their own in the Masterpiece size? Because I know that we do give, we accept a little bit less on the Legends scale because they're so small. Especially with some of the open panels in the back, but these figures look pretty good to me. I like them. I think they look great. I just starting to think how much of this engineering can be carried forward in a larger scale, or is this just something we're going to see purely on the small scale? And then there's the Jazz. Now, the thing with the Jazz is one of the issues I see is almost every, and in this scale too, every figure for Jazz in a Masterpiece has just the huge flares on the side, and there's no way to collapse those. I don't think any company's thought of a way to collapse those, make them more tune accurate than what we're seeing, and that's been my biggest issue with every Jazz that's been put out. but not really sure if there's a way around that. But New Age did put out some interesting artwork, and every one of them had some great backgrounds to it. So next thing I want to talk about is, now this Make Toys visualizer has been out a while, but you know, they sell out and then they go for more money on the secondary market. But right now, TF Source has them. So if you want to go to TF Source and get those, it's like $139, $129? $129, I think $129 is a great deal. You order something else for like $20 or something, you get free shipping. But that's a great deal. I'm getting those, so I'm just giving you the heads up before they sell out. Last bit of Transformer news is there is an interesting video that's it's stop motion for the Siege line. It has Ultra Magnus and Shockwave fighting each other. So I'll tag that link down below. Also, I think it's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff, and yeah, it's a tremendous amount of work that goes into it. But I've been a critic of the Siege line. I think that the figures, the characters, and all that look good. I just think that it's just too expensive. It's outpricing the market. There's a lot of people that disagree with me on that. But with all that set aside, this clip looks great. It's like a minute and a half, but it's pretty cool. So you can look into that. Look at that up. Quickly getting into a bit of Star Wars news for the week. The Mandalorian TV show is just looks like it's going to be an amazing TV show. I hear it's got a big budget. It's not going to be like other stuff that's on TV. Talking with some of my friends, and they were talking about shows like The Shield for Marvel Shield, that it was not very popular because it was a very low budget show, and Disney's putting some serious money behind this. And I think this, in a way, is kind of replaced what they had planned to do with the Boba Fett series. That's just my personal belief. But so they're putting all that budget into this, and it's going to be available in November. Looking forward to it. So there have been some reports of this Grand Moff Tarkin and the board game showing up on. It's showing up at Targets for the $20 MSRP. But the thing is that there are people on eBay selling just the figure for like $120, which, by the way, the figure is definitely worth the $20 if you buy this game for $20 and just get the figure out of it. It's worth it. I have no interest in the game whatsoever myself. Maybe I'll play it with my kids just to see if they enjoy it, but I get kind of bored playing board games. So anyway, this is I'm excited for the figure, not so much the game, but just, hey, if you're a Target, watch out for it. And the next wave of the Vintage Collection figures are going up for pre-order on Amazon. I will link that for you down below. And like the R2, and then I think is this a hover tank pilot? The tank commander. I can't really tell the difference between them, but slight variations. And then R2D2, and those are $12.99. I believe that the Death Star Gunner is sold out, so you're only buying it from third-party sellers, but it's still like $24 is a bit much, is what I saw when I was looking earlier. But anyway, they're up for pre-orders, and I'm excited about these figures. These are some of the figures that we need. We're getting some original trilogy stuff, even if it's the Rogue with the Rogue One banner. I'll take it. So it's been a pretty light news week, but there's always great stuff coming out and great things to talk about. Like, subscribe. TFDIRECT Hanger out.